The SKS is a medium-range DMR added into Criminality in 1.5 Christmas update. This weapon kind of came out of nowhere. It was teased only a couple of days before it actually released into the game, and to my knowledge didn't exist as an RCU weapon beforehand. In real life, the SKS is a carbine developed in Russia after World War II and saw service in the Cold War. It shoots a fairly big bullet, the 7.62x39R, and in Criminality is represented quite accurately. The only thing I can really think of that is off about this gun is the bullets when reloading are extremely small. Other than that though, this weapon is represented extremely well. The SKS in terms of balancing hasn't really changed since it was added, but this huge change happened in V2. They decreased its armor penetration by 0.03%. I'm just kidding, that change was literally pointless. But I'll let you guys hear and see the SKS now. The SKS is similar to the FNP in not being an offensively bad weapon, but could use some adjustments to put it in a better place. So what's wrong with the SKS? Well, you could just look at the stats and then look at the M1911 stats. These two guns are basically identical. A difference in 1 damage when getting a headshot. Wow. My biggest issues with this weapon is its damage, its weight, and the reload speed. We'll start off with damage. Its damage is super inconsistent. Originally, while using this thing, I thought it was just an M1911 with 10 bullets, but sometimes at 5 shots, sometimes at 4 shots, and its limb multiplier is what causes the 5-shotting. And it's super frustrating the M1911 shares the same problem, but the difference being the M1911 is a pistol and the SKS is a rifle. You know, these guns basically do the same damage. Doesn't that sound a bit odd? A rifle doing the same damage as a pistol? This is why I don't understand why people justify stupid things in this game with, but it's realistic now. The M1911 shoots a tiny bullet in comparison to the SKS, yet they do the exact same damage. So I think the SKS needs a small damage buff. It should be able to 2-headshot 1 body shot combo at a distance of around 150 studs, and always 4-shot regardless of hitting limbs. Next up, its weight. This gun is so heavy for some reason. It's heavier than the M4A1 for God's sake. I think the weight should be reduced to around 5.5 or 5 slots. I think a big issue with this gun is that no one really buys it. The SKS is $650, which is more than the M1911, even though the M1911 is much more convenient. This is one of those guns you always see in the dealers. Like, you guys know when you go up to a dealer and they only have the Mare, the SKS, and the MAC-10, there's a reason for that, and that's because those guns really suck. It's not really worth buying. If you get it off of a spawn crate or something, you don't really ever mind, but I don't think I've actually ever bought in this thing. Finally, its third issue, the reload speed. This gun has such a long reload speed. 4 seconds. That's crazy when the payoff is 10 low damage bullets. It's longer than all of the assault rifles, and the only thing that beats it is the RPG and the BFG, I think. I think the reload speed needs to be reduced a lot. It's weird that this gun has such a slow reload speed. Clip-fed weapons are usually good at reloading pretty quick, but not this one. This thing's reload has gotten me killed many times. This is also one of the few weapons that isn't a sniper to be affected by pixel skipping. See how I can't aim at certain things, and it's really rough. Please, RVVZ, fix this issue. It's been in the game for 2 years. So is the SKS actually good at anything? Yes. The SKS has insanely high armor penetration. Seriously, this thing basically completely ignores armor. It 3 shots a tier 1 helmet and 4 shots a tier 2 helmet. That's some insane power for such a low tier weapon. And finally, one more suggestion. I'd really like to see an upgrade where this thing is given a scope so it can be used better at longer distances, maybe like $650 or $800. As I said earlier, this weapon is not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I really doubt anyone really goes after this weapon. And I personally only use it when I get it for free, but it's definitely not an awful gun. But these suggestions hopefully would make this gun much more worth it and sought after. I appreciate all the support you guys give me. Please subscribe if you want more videos like this. But those are all my thoughts regarding the SKS. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon.